Hello, you guys. My name is Lakilia Lexi Hunter, and I am a realtor with eXp Realty. And today I am coming to you to talk to you about buying a home. So if you are a first-time home buyer, this video is for you. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. So like I said, this video is for first-time home buyers. And in this video, I am going to be going over things that will allow you to have a pretty seamless transition from leasing to purchasing. And I'm just going to go over some of the things. And if you've ever leased, you know that you have to have this information, so it should be readily available to you. So I'm just going to jump right in, guys. So what do you need as a first-time home buyer to purchase your home? First, you're going to need a steady income. And steady income means most lenders are going to be looking for at least 2 years of job history at the same job, or at least in the same field. That means if you're trying to plan a major career change and you want to pivot from maybe corporate America to working on cars, you've been in a desk job for the last 5 years, but now you want to start your own, like working as a mechanic, you would need to work as a mechanic for at least 2 years before the lender would consider that a steady income, because you would be changing career fields totally. Now, if you were a mechanic and you left from one auto mechanic place and went to another one for a better opportunity, then that's considered the same field, so you would be okay as long as you have been in that field at least 2 years. The next thing would be is lenders want to make sure that you are serious, and they want to see that you have some money down. In most cases, down payment can range from 3% to 20%, and the more you put down, typically the cheaper your payment will be. So you want to make sure that you have that down payment and funds for closing. But there are programs here in the state of Texas that will assist first-time home buyers. One of the programs that I have been researching for buyers is called TSHAC, and it's called the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. And with their programs, they want you to have a 620 credit score. The income guidelines is, I think, right up under $90,000. And you have to take a first-time home buyers class. And it's you have to pay for the class, but they range between $35 and I think the highest was $99. But they do have a quiz on their website. It's TSHAC. It's tsahc.org, I do believe, or .gov. I'll have to drop it in the description once I verify that website. But it's called the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. If you just Google that, it'll take you right to the website. And they have a quiz on there that will let you know if you're eligible to start the process with one of their programs. Now, in their programs, they do have certified lenders that have already that are already approved for the program. And to be a certified lender, the people that they consider certified have already gotten buyers to the closing table and closed, and they've done that for at least 4 people. So check that out. That's just some information. But let me get back to the topic. They want you to make sure that you have at least 2 months of bank statements and 2 months of paycheck stubs so that they can verify your employment. And they want you to have low to medium debt. So they want your debt to income ratio to look good. And depending on the loan that you want, whether it's a government loan like FHA or something like that, or a VA loan, their debt to income ratios are different from conventional. So whatever loan that you're going through, you want to make sure that you know where your debt to income ratio is, and you'll know where you fall within their guidelines. Again, and then once you've done all of that, once you've done all of those steps and you've pre-prepared yourself to purchase a home, then you want to start looking, like you want to kind of narrow down what you're looking for. So you want to know what location is important to you, what price, what square footage, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, like what kind of style. Do you want ranch? Do you want Tudor? Do you want Mediterranean? So know the type of style that you're looking for so that you can kind of narrow your search down, because it's a lot of stuff out there and you can get inundated with just looking after home after home after home after home after home if you don't know what you're looking for. So if you know what you're looking for, you can zero in where you want to go, what you want it to look like, and you can visualize yourself there, and it'll be an easier decision. You also want to know like what kind of features you want in a home. Do you want a pool or don't you want a pool? Do you want a fenced-in yard or don't you want a fenced-in yard? Do you want the appliances to be included with the home? Does the appliances have to be stainless steel? Do you want a staircase? Like you just got to figure out what features that you want in the house, and what amenities you want, and be willing to be flexible and compromise on some of that, because there are people that can go out here and find a home that has exactly what they're looking for. But in my experience, in just being 42 and living on my own since I was 20, finding exactly what you want is kind of like a needle in a haystack, and you have to be flexible in some things, because you may get a lot of the things, but then the little things you don't want to get hung up on, whether, if you can live with one sink in the master bathroom versus two sinks when there's two bathrooms or three bathrooms in the home. Is that really a big deal for you? That's kind of the things that you want to look. If you want property and you have never had property and you want an acre or 2 acres of land, and you're not, are you going to be paying for lawn care service, or are you going to do it yourself? And if you've never done that, what would that look like in the upkeep? Those are things that you would need to kind of narrow down on what you're looking for in your home. You also, if you have children, you want to know about the school district. So is the current school district you're in important to you? Do you want to stay in the school district, or do you mind relocating to another school district? Being close to work, being close to public transportation, being close to shopping, fast food. If you are a lot like me, I know how to cook, but I don't like to do it a lot. I don't really like to do it a lot because, one, my sister is an amazing chef, so she can cook, so I let her do it. But I digress. And the other thing is, it's just being a busy mom and running my real estate business and just doing all of the other things in my day. Sometimes cooking is on the back burner, but I can just pop over to somewhere and pick up something quick on those days where we've been out of the house all day. So those are important things to look for. Is there a hospital nearby? Where, police stations? Is there gas stations nearby? Just things that you want in your neighborhood that would make it convenient for you. You want to kind of drill down and just get out a piece of paper and start writing down your preferences. And then out beside those preferences, what I do is I put absolute need. I would like it, but it's not a deal breaker. Just make a list and just really drill down what you want in your home. The next thing is you just want to make an important, like a to-do list for everything. So if you're getting ready to move, you want to make a to-do list for moving. What are you taking? What are you not taking? Are you getting a storage? Are you not getting a storage? You want to make lists of people that you may need for your home. And a lot of times we can provide vendors that you can have, to call if you need something done to your house or something like that. And it's, just to give you a convenience of being able to, not have to Google everything, but just have some resources there. So you want to make sure that you are drilling down exactly what you want in your home, whether it's going to... And once you drill down everything that you want, then if you're working with an agent, working with an agent opens up a lot of options for you. It saves you a lot of time. And agents typically, they search, we search a lot of different places. So we have the MLS search, automated home searches, we do open houses we go to open houses to find what you're looking for. We look for referrals. So we dig into all of our bag of tricks to make sure that we are trying to find everything that you are looking for. But in looking for it, I do want, because sometimes we get caught up on like the details, and I want to stress that when you are purchasing a home, when you're looking for a home, just be open-minded. It may not look exactly the way you want it to look at that time, but you have to remember it's not yours yet. It looks like somebody else's stuff. So if you can just imagine what it would look like once you got in there, once you put your flavor on it, then it may help you. Some people can't see past what is right now, and they just need just a little bit of help to see what it could be. So just keep an open mind when you are searching for a home, because everything, sometimes you can find it. Sometimes it is out there. If it's out there for you, I'll be willing to find it. But just being open and being in constant communication with your agent. If your needs change or if something change, make sure that you are communicating that with the agent, and your realtor should also be in communication with you. They should let you know everything that's going on. Transparency, because this is a major purchase for you. So you want to make sure that you are in the loop for every decision, everything. And if you start to change your mind about location, bedrooms, or anything like that, you need to communicate that. And the agent should absolutely be responding and being honest and open and having that line of communication with you. So what happens if you find a house? This is the exciting part now. So we've drilled down everything that you want. So now it's the offer making time. So what happens in the offer making stage? So in the offer making stage, you fall in love with the house. And after you fall in love with the house, we have to see, well, what does the seller want? Because they're selling their house and you want to buy it. So, typically sellers are going to want something, or they want to negotiate a lot of times. So what does that look like? So we'll go over what the seller want, and absolutely try to make sure that the purchase is in your best interest, and to make sure that you're getting exactly what you want. And then after we go over that and find out what the seller wants, which is price and any contingencies or anything like that, earnest money. Earnest money shows the seller and the lender that you're serious. And it just depends. Typically some people put down 1,000, some people put down less, some people put down more. So that's something that would be discussed and negotiated when you're getting ready to submit your offer. And an agent like myself, a realtor, will help you determine what that should look like. And then we'll also try to figure out what does the finance amount look like. Now that you've been pre-approved and all of that, so we would kind of break down those numbers to try to see what that would look like for you in a payment, and versus your down payment, and versus the amount financed, and anything else that needs to be discussed about those finances. We also want to make sure that you have a calendar, whether it be digital or paper, to write down important dates, because I, as a realtor, will make sure that I am keeping up with the dates, because I can't miss deadlines. And if I, as a realtor, ask you as my client to make sure that you are keeping up with those dates, it's only to protect you. Because if you miss a deadline, you can throw off your whole purchase, and you can throw off your whole process and have to start over. Because if you miss deadlines, it could definitely mess up the deal. Okay, so we both, myself and my client, you, would have to make sure that we are keeping track of deadlines, and I as realtor will make sure that you client will are knowledgeable and we're prepared for those deadlines, as well as you client to me realtor would make sure that I am well prepared and I am up on my job to serve your best interest. We would also want to talk to the seller about what is in, like, what with the inclusions in the home, like what's staying. Like, we negotiate that. Like, what if you walk in the home and you fall in love with all of the furnishings in the home? Is that something that you want to include in the purchase, or we would have to discuss that and find out and see if the seller would be willing to negotiate. And after that, the offer would either be accepted, counter offered, or declined. So, and at that point, depending on how it looks, like what if they accept it, then great. Now we have to go through all of the bells and whistles of making sure that the property is up to par for you. And after that, you know, after the offer is accepted, we move forward in the process. So what does that process look like after the offer is accepted? After the offer is accepted, then the earnest money will be given to the title company. And after that, then you can set up your inspections, and if the seller needs to repair things because you've asked for certain repairs in the contract, then this is the period of time where that happens. So this is where the inspection and repairs happen, the appraisal, home insurance, finalizing the mortgage details, and then you do a final walkthrough just to make sure that before you close, you're getting exactly what you signed and agreed to in the contract. And then once you do your final walkthrough, then there's closing. And there are a lot of costs associated with closing that I think buyers don't necessarily, well-educated buyers are prepared, and well-educated realtors prepare their clients for what's coming in closing, and so that it's no surprise. So what are closing costs? What is in that breakdown? What does that look like? So in closing costs, you have things like the property appraisal, home inspection, processing fee, the underwriting fee, the lender fee, loan discount fee, recording fee, the settlement offer fee, title insurance, a document processing fee, escrow taxes and insurance, prepaid interest credit reports, and the transfer taxes, attorney and notary fees. So those are the fees that are paid at closing. And on closing day, I, as your agent, your realtor, will most likely be there to help you and assist you along the way. And if I'm not there, then someone that my broker would be there. So what does this look like? So when you go to closing, you want to make sure that you bring your identification, because I, as the realtor or my broker, will have to make sure that all of the paperwork matches the contract before you sign, because if anything is off, it could delay closing. We want to make sure that everybody that's purchasing must be present at closing. And if you can't make it, you need to let me, the realtor, or your realtor know that someone is not going to be able to make it, so that we can make other arrangements, so that we can try to reschedule prior to closing date gets there, and then it's a shock for everybody. So if we know in advance, we can set you up and ourselves up for success, and just try to get whatever needs to be taken care of and try to schedule it on a date where everybody can be present, so that there is no delay. Because we want to get you into your home as soon as possible. And I know that you're ready to start your new life in your new home. So we want to make sure that we are absolutely ready, and we are not causing delays in any sense of the word. Whether that be if I'm a buyer's your realtor for the buyer or for the seller. We always, no matter what side you're on, you want to be well prepared. Well prepared. And if you have a great agent, that agent will make sure that you're prepared. You will also want to bring certified funds. So certified funds would be a cashier's check from your bank, so that you could go ahead and make sure that that is paid, and you can pay your down payment and your closing costs. And that is just an overview of what it looks like as a first-time home buyer, and the process. And I want to thank you so much for your time. I know that this video is probably a little long. I will try to speed up in the future, but I do believe in providing clarity, and I want to just make sure that everybody is able to get this information and move forward if you want to purchase a home. Again, my name is Lakelia Hunter. I go by Lexi. You have just entered the Pressure Palace and got education on what to do if you are wanting to purchase a home for the first time. If you have any questions, feel free to speak to me in the comments. I will talk back, and I will drop my contact information in the description below. If you are a real estate agent and you are looking for a brokerage, I would absolutely love to speak with you. I am currently, like I said, with eXp Realty, and the training is amazing. And I have an amazing mentor and an amazing sponsor, and I am learning leaps and bounds every day. I'm going to end this video. Until next time, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a great day on purpose. And always remember, you can have just what you want. You get what you focus on. Focus on your dream home, and I bet you get it. You have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.